He touched something.
He touched microphones. He was rubbing. He was rubbing. Like, he was touching
So,
microphones.
the NBA just suspended their season. Twitter.com. Twitter.com. What is happening? Get in the Ring is live. Corona Mania's not happening now.
Okay,
let's. The NBA has
so
suspended the season.
Yeah. So Rudy Gobert, this kind of started. Obviously, DQ's to be smiking with you.
Wow!
This kind of started with earlier today. Let's take it back. Let's take it back
to earlier today with the NCAA.
Right. With the NCAA basically shutting down. This started early in the morning with the Ivy League shutting down their tournament. Or really, actually, this was yesterday. The Ivy League shut down their tournament, awarding the title to Yale. And giving Yale, I guess Yale won the regular season, so Yale wins the tournament to start here. So that's what started all this. The Ivy League has since now, in the last 5 minutes or so, they canceled all their spring sports. So there's no spring sports for the Ivy League whatsoever. Anyway, now fast forward, we get to earlier today.
You may not have no job at Sirius, dude.
Well, I don't know. Well, they've released statements that somebody in Chicago came down with it. Not an employee, but somebody, I guess, visiting the studios, I guess, in Chicago. Somebody came down with it, but nobody was affected. And Sirius has got a bunch of different. They've got a bunch of different like cleaning stations. They've really, as far as I've seen it in DC, they've kept it very clean. Everything is pretty clean and efficiently run. So far, I think business. I don't know what's going to happen now. I don't know. I don't know whether there'll be hockey. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not 100% sure. It's going to be. We'll see what goes on there, and whether I even have to go tomorrow to DC.
The affected player was not.
We'll
wow.
See. So okay, let's get back to it. So earlier today, the NCAA, Mark Emmert and his crew, basically say, okay, nobody's going to. No, there's going to be no fans at March Madness games. There's going to be no fans. So there's going to be basically just like important personnel and family members, that kind of stuff. Those are the only people that's going to be at the NCAA tournament.
Meanwhile, AEW is.
And conference
Meanwhile,
tournaments.
AEW is going on.
Yeah, so
who cares about AEW? The NBA season is done. ESPN will have no talking points.
Yeah, the conference tournaments will have fans. Will not have fans. It's going to basically have people who are basically family and important personnel are going to be only people at the.
Oh, they're canceling the tournament now. They're canceling the tournament.
Well, no, they've already said there's going to be no fans.
After the NBA season got canceled?
That's going to be rough. And that's going to be rough. We'll see if Emmert is willing to even do that. We will see. It's just it's wild. It is absolutely wild. Rudy Gobert, who's a really, really good player. One of the best defensive players in the game. Rudy Gobert, who apparently was like touching microphones. Utah people on microphones that say everyone's going to be fine. With not even an hour later, Gobert has confirmed. It's confirmed that he tested positive for coronavirus, and the NBA promptly suspended its season. So here's the statement for the NBA. I made to suspend seasons following tonight's games. Let's see, NBA players
are live
for.
We're live, baby.
New York. Let's see. The NBA announced that a player from the Utah Jazz, which was confirmed Rudy Gobert, tested positive for coronavirus. The test results were reported shortly prior to the tip-off. But first off, why would he play knowing that he could have had this? Tip-off of tonight's game between the Jazz and Oklahoma City Thunder at Chesapeake Energy Arena. At the time that tonight's game was canceled, the affected player was not in the arena, so Rudy Gobert was not there. The NBA suspending gameplay following the conclusion of tonight's schedule of events until further notice. The NBA will use this hiatus to determine the next steps for moving forward in regard to the coronavirus pandemic. So that's what the NBA statement on the whole deal.
Instant reaction to NBA season ending.
It's wow.
This is unprecedented.
Yeah, I didn't expect this to happen. A, this fast, and B, at all. This is absolutely shocking that this happened, and I think I don't mind the decision. I think it's a fair one. I think it's a fine one to make. I think it's a smart decision to do for now, at least until you get a hold of what's going on and get a sense of, okay, it's at least neutralized to some degree, and it's at least neutralized. At least it's generally fine. I think it's a fair decision to make. This is a huge situation. Schools have been shut down.
Coronavirus.
Schools have been shut down. Like it's a wild.
Cheltenham has been shut down. This will. Oh my.
It's wild.
Goodness.
Sorry
if it won't maintain a smooth video. I know my computer's slow.
I think it'll end up being a few weeks of. I think it'll be a few weeks before everything gets settled, and I think I would hope things will be normal in a couple of weeks, but we don't know. And I mean, there's the news earlier tonight of Tom Hanks.
And Rita Wilson.
Yeah. The dude who played Harry Potter is apparently came down with it.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe. It's wild. Everyone's gonna be okay, and we'll see how.
WrestleMania is definitely fucked.
WrestleMania is in fact. I agree with you. WrestleMania does seem really, really doomed, and WrestleMania seems really, really doomed. And we'll see what WWE does. I know WWE is generally proactive at these things, and they're generally very proactive with these situations. But we'll see what WWE actually does, and if they're willing to shut down their biggest show. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen going forward? Who knows how long?
Larry Dallas, I am never getting home. I am a Japanese citizen now. And our president spoke to the country an hour ago. Less than an hour ago.
Oh, and also, we got you won't be able to fly from Europe to the United States as of Friday for a month. That's also a thing. Air travel from Europe to the United States is going to be suspended for a month. So as of Friday, it's getting very real, yeah. It is getting very, very real.
I'm canceling my entire trip to Mania.
Fault you for that. I would not fault you for that. This is weird. So sources say Gobert is feeling strong and good and stable, and he thought he was going to be able to play tonight. But this was it's
and they're all wiping down the Jazz's bench area now.
Mm-hmm.
Andy Larson, 44 minutes ago. This is a live story as we are doing this. I am refreshing my Twitter feed.
Sharks will play the remaining home games. This is as of 3 hours ago. San Jose Sharks will play their remaining home games without fans in it. The Golden State Warriors are already going to do that. They were already going to do such a thing. So The Bay Area was preparing for this, so far they haven't made any sort of announcement. But the Sharks are going to play all their home games going forward without fans in them. Yeah, so it's going to be, and we got Major League Baseball coming up soon, so we'll see if they even do it. We'll see if they even go through with this. It's part of the Eric Walden his Twitter. As part of the Jazz coronavirus response, student availability was done in the ZBBC media room today, rather than on the court. As Rudy Gobert got finished discussing the situation, he stood up, leaned over, and made a point to touch every microphone recorder in front of him. That was not the best decision. Nuggets and Mavs, this is Mike Singer. Nuggets and Mavs are playing because they have to, but it feels like we, fans, media, anyone associated, shouldn't be here right now. Clustered arm in arm with what we know now and how fast this is spreading. Just an easy feeling around here.
Yeah, the games don't even matter at this point.
Not tonight, no. Not tonight. Yep. So March Madness is going to lose a lot of its madness this year, which is really unfortunate, but I think it's fair. I think it's an understandable decision. It stinks, dude. Penn State's actually going to be in the NCAA tournament. It sucks that it's not going to be a bunch of people going who would have gone. Some of my friends would have gone to the NCAA tournament, wherever it would have been. DeJounte Murray is not happy about this. He reacted on Twitter. He's shocked by this on Twitter. So it's and this video of this video of this. This is as of Monday. The video of Gobert touching all the microphones during the interview. As he leaves, he touches the microphones.
This Rudy Gobert touching everything does not age well. After
I don't know if this is really, I think, the worst form of karma, I guess.
Karma is a bitch.
Karma was really, really vengeful towards Rudy Gobert. It was really, really vengeful. No. People are making fun of. I don't mean to laugh, but people are making fun of Rudy Gobert as Karma decided to punch him in the face.
Oh,
this did not age. This did not age well at all. This did not age well at all. Wow, this did not age. Rudy Gobert, really Karma. Wow.
Who's Hangman Page's partner? At least the NBA reacted quick.
The NBA, yeah, they had to. Rudy Gobert is one of their biggest stars. Rudy Gobert is one of the biggest stars. And they had to do that. And just as a slighter, just as the news story continued to drop, Harvey Weinstein got 23 years in jail.
Yeah, that seems like a side note compared to.
That's a sidebar topic. That absolutely right. That is absolutely a sidebar topic. But Weinstein is at least going to jail, so that's very good. So at least there's that. Goodbye and kick rocks, Harvey Weinstein.
Rocks, Harvey Weinstein, for the atrocities that you have done.
Yes. So.
Oh, Hangman's partner was Dustin. That's a bit of a disappointment. Now back to the coronavirus coverage.
It is Yeah, it's obviously taking over the world. Trump's going to address the. He's actually already did
He already addressed the
address the
country.
people, which I guess which explains the flights out of Europe.
Yeah, he said that in
Explains the
his
flights out of
address.
Europe thing. Yeah, he said that as part of his address. He already did that. This is wild. This is absolutely wild. Yeah, Rita. You mentioned Rita Wilson. I mentioned Tom Hanks. There's a. Mm, so the Pelicans Kings game will be played as scheduled. This from New Orleans Pelicans Twitter. The Sixers game already happened. The Sixers already took care of business.
The
So
NCAA
that
news made it a hope and a prayer for WrestleMania, but tonight's NBA news has a seal it for Mania. I cannot fathom anyone recommending they move forward with it.
I guess the real question becomes, what do you do if you're WWE? All the stuff, all the planning and the plotting
Ben
that you've
Shapiro,
done.
so exactly when are coronavirus tests are going to be widely available? That's
I
a
do wonder.
legitimate question.
Mm-hmm. I do wonder what you do with WWE. I mean, a lot of as we know, a lot of WrestleMania's fan
You
base
can't just
is foreign. So like a lot of people who come to WrestleMania, it's a
you
foreign
can't
deal.
just
So
like move it to October during NFL season, like Coachella.
well, there's a problem with that. The Buccaneers play home games then.
Yeah,
Logistically, that's going to be really hard to do. That's going to be really hard to do because the Bucks play their home games there. So
So in the
that
last 35 minutes, we had Europe travel ban to the United States. Tom Hanks got it, and the NBA suspended its season. Still time in the hour.
after one of their best players, Rudy Gobert, came down with coronavirus, and it's a as the NBA shuts down. You got all the Power Five conferences are shut down in terms of fans going to the conference tournaments. So they're still going to happen. The thing is that no
And the
fans are
fact
going to
is, they're
be
still
there.
advertising NBA games.
And there's still NBA games going on tonight. So the NBA season is going to shut down after tonight, but there's still games going on. The Pelicans already,
Yeah, this is
as I
eerie.
mentioned, the Pelicans
I'm
confirmed
gonna
on
watch
Twitter.
this NBA game as they're talking about the coronavirus shutting down the NBA. The Nuggets and the Mavericks are playing.
The Nuggets and Mavericks are playing. Obviously the Pelicans I just mentioned are confirmed that they're going to continue to play. Um, it's surreal. This whole news is
Like,
surreal.
how do you expect the Pelicans to play tonight? How?
This is absolutely surreal. This is completely surreal.
Hey man, Paige, PSA, stop taking drinks from the crowd.
Yep, Braun Strowman came out with a mini video, trying to get people to wash their hands.
Yeah, we're in for a long spring.
This is going to be a wild spring. This is about to be a very, very wild spring. Like we don't know, baseball's going to happen. Like, well, what's going to happen with the NFL draft coming up, or this is going
Oh,
to
the
be
NFL draft. Selection Sunday is going to be like barren.
Selection Sunday. I mean, people will obviously still watch, but yeah,
If it
the
happens.
buzz. If it happens.
Because I messaged you, I was like, we gotta do something. Because
Like, who knows who's going to.
I'm just gonna end this stream because no one's watching it, but